Welcome to today's practice. It's going to be more of a watery and dynamic flow today, but a little bit of a contrast to the funkiness I've been bringing in every week. Maybe there will be a few surprise movements here and there, but for the most part, I invite you to let this be a practice that you can almost like ride the wave of, as we'll be moving from one pose to another more dynamically and, as always, connected with our breath. So ride that wave, have fun with it, and see where it may lead you. No expectations. So, if you're ready, if that makes you curious, let's get started in a child's pose. You can come to the back of your mat and then crawl your palms forward. Softening your heart down, softening your fingers. And just land. I had the idea to say tabula rasa, clean slate as you arrive here. But what if that clean slate involved everything that is real and raw right now? What if we're not necessarily trying to shed anything? But during these next 30 minutes or so, we just fully soak in and let anything that wants to knock on the doors of our home, the home of our body, come through. Everything is welcome. And right off the bat, we notice ourselves being breathed. Naturally moving through us, our breath. And just let yourself ride that. Nothing else to do, nothing to manipulate. We're just riding the wave today. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Inhale. Roll your way forward with a slightly domed back. And then as you let your hips sink down, roll your shoulders away from your ears. And then the tips of your toes touch. As you find this mini scorpion shape, let's say, look up towards the sky. And exhale, roll back into your child's pose. Maybe keep the toes tucked and feel a sensation in the soles of your feet. Nice and juicy movement. Inhale, shift forward. As your hips melt down, your toes point up, connected, kissing one another. And then exhale, roll your way back. Twice more. Find a rhythm to it. Round your way forward. And then let your hips drop. Heart expand. Toes up. Exhale, roll your way back. Last time, inhale. Gaze high. Exhale, come back, child's pose. This time as you come forward, let your toes stay down. Come into a cobra. Maybe press to the tops of your feet, knees hover. Then exhale, tuck your toes downward, facing dog. Take a breath in. And soften, actively pressing into all 10 of your finger pads. Your hips float back, your chest towards your thighs in a V shape. Can you find the solidity of your palms and your feet pressing into the earth? Rise up onto your toes. Bend your knees, look in between your fingers. We roll or crawl our way forward into a forward fold, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, soften. Inhale, bend into your knees, push into your feet. Physically and energetically roll your way up. At the top, squeezing your shoulders towards your ears, maybe your hands into fists. And then exhale. Let's go again. Tension to release. Inhale, shoulders up. Squeeze, maybe even your face is involved. Exhale, soften. Last time, inhale, shoulders right up. Squeeze. Exhale, land here. Palms face forward and just invite a soft but energized quality into your being, into your body. Your feet nice and supported by the ground. How do you want to move about the rest of this practice? Just gently asking yourself that. How do I want to move? Why am I here anyways? Why do I want to move? And whatever answer, whether that's just a feeling in your body somewhere, or maybe a word, or maybe you have words written out in your mind. We'll seal that in lightly with a deep breath in. And then exhale, let it go. Inhale, reach your arms up towards the sky. Exhale, palms connect and melt your chest down towards your thighs. Find a halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Find a chair pose. Shift your weight into your heels. Inviting a little bit of energy in our thighs. Arms reach high, look up towards the sky. Breathe in. Stay. Just getting curious where you feel this in your body. What feels heated? What can you soften a little more within the heat? Breathe in. So come onto your toes as you shift your weight forward, cactus your arms, and spread your fingertips wide. Inhale, drop your heels, look up. Exhale, spread your fingers like it's easy. Come onto your toes. Focus gaze. Last time, lift. Exhale, cactus. Come onto the toes. Inhale, drop your heels, reach your arms high. Side body stretch to the right. Right fingers come to your right thigh, left fingers up and over. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, other side, left palm gently meets your left thigh. A loving touch, right fingers up and over. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, palms connect. Lead with your heart down. Halfway lift. Plant your palms, step back into a plank pose. Breathe in. Drop onto your knees, come into a cow spine as you open your chest forward. And then exhale, neutral spine. Your shoulders underneath, or your palms underneath your shoulders. Find some intuitive movement. Just kind of symbolically landing into the autonomy of what makes this your practice. So we're just like playing around and experimenting where we want to go, experimenting with our own impulses. Maybe our neck is involved. How big or small do we feel like moving today? How much space do we want to take up? No right or wrong answer. And reverse the direction if you're making circles in one direction. Juicy, juicy, juicy. And we'll come back towards center. Take a breath in. Tuck your left toes, right toes point back. Breathe. And then point your toes towards your skull, bending into your knee. Inhale. Exhale, round your knee in towards your nose. Inhale, kick back and up. Exhale, round. This time we tuck the left toes with a full body momentum. Left knee lifts, right leg up towards the sky. Three-legged dog. Open your hip as you let your right toes come towards the left side of the room. Just playing with the sensation here. Keep the solidity and the support in your palms and finger pads. And then straighten your right leg. Breathe in. Exhale, down dog Shiva squat. So our left knee hovers over the mat. Right knee can either tap the back of your left or just hover it. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale one more time, Shiva down dog tap. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee towards your nose. Lightly land your foot in between your palms. We keep our palms framing off our right foot. Let your left hip drop down as you gaze high, expand. On your exhale, like a wave, straighten your right leg, soften your heart towards your thigh, long pyramid. Inhale, bend into your knee, look up. Just riding the wave of the simplicity. Exhale, heart over your thigh. Get curious about the sensation. Inhale, bend into your knee. Framing off your right foot, crossed downward facing dog. So right thigh over your left, in front of your left. Shift your weight forward, plank. Side plank, so your right toes, right foot in front of your left arm goes up and over. Inhale. And then keep your left foot where it is. We're just gonna slide the right knee so it's underneath our hip. Come into a gate pose. Left palm comes into your left thigh, right fingers up and over. And then exhale, come down. Ride this wave. Inhale, lift up, using your core to rise and float. Left palm to left thigh, reach your right fingers back. Exhale, come down. Last time, lift up. This time, pause halfway. Turn your left toes to face the back of the mat. Low warrior 2. Sinking nice and low. Going deep into your hip, getting curious about where we're at today, how our hips are feeling. Breathe in. Cartwheel your arms down to frame to the inside of your left foot. Finding a lizard lunge, we're facing the back of the mat. Breathe in. Exhale, lizard half split. Crawl your weight back, left toes flex up towards the sky. Inhale, crawl your weight forward. Gaze up. Last time, lizard half split. So can you keep your palms to the inside of your foot and just notice maybe that's a contrast to what you typically do. And embrace the shape. Right palm stays down, left fingers go up towards the sky. Inhale. Twisted half split. Exhale, palms come to the inside of your foot, wide-legged fold, facing the left side of the room. Melt your heart down. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Turn to face your right foot at the top of the mat. Breathe in. Step your left foot forward to meet your right, forward fold. Halfway lift. Straight back, find your flow. Exhale, soften and surrender down. Inhale, bend into your knees. Push into your feet as you roll your way up. Palms reach up towards the sky. Side body stretch towards the right. Reach your left fingers high. Inhale, lift. Exhale, opposite direction. Inhale, lift. Take a gentle back bend as you keep your fingertips alive. Look up towards the sky, towards the ceiling. And then exhale, hinging at your hips, fold your heart down. Halfway lift. Plant your palms, step back into a plank pose. Breathe in. However you want to make your transition to down dog, maybe cat-cow, maybe chaturanga, halfway or all the way down. Inhale, open your heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Shift forward plank. Drop onto your knees. We're going to kick the left leg back and then point the toes, bending into the knee. Look high. Exhale, round, knee to nose. And again, inhale, kick back. Breathe like you mean it. Exhale, blow the air out. Inhale this time as we kick the left leg back, tuck the right toes, right knee lifts, three-legged dog. Bend into your knee and open your hip. Then we straighten the leg. Right knee hovers over the mat, Shiva down dog. Left knee taps the back of the right. One more time, kick back using the strength in your right leg. Exhale, Shiva down dog. Inhale, kick up. Exhale, knee towards your nose. Lightly land your foot nice and rooted in front of your palms, in between your palms. Inhale, let your right hip dip down, heart open. Ignore my rat's tail coming out of my bun. Exhale, long pyramid pose. Melt your heart over your leg. Get curious about the sensation in your left hamstring. And again, inhale. Wave forward, heart open. Exhale. This is a journey in our body. Last time, come forward. Exhale, long pyramid pose. Inhale, bend into your knee, plant your palms. Left leg crosses in front of your right, so your left foot to the right side of your mat. Plank with your legs crossed. Come into a side plank, left palm down, right fingers reach up. Breathe in. Your right foot stays solidified, glued to the ground. Slide your left knee underneath your left hip. And then we rise up, gate pose. Right palm comes to your right shin or your thigh. Left fingers up and over. Exhale. Wave down. Engage your core. Your eyes follow your right fingertips. Lead up. Come all the way into your gate. And then exhale, come down. All right, this time we lift. Pause when your shoulders are stacked over your hips. Turn your right heel in, right toes out. Sinking into a low warrior two. Keep your fingertips alive. Maybe look towards your right fingers. Breathe in. And then cartwheel your arms to the inside of your right foot. Heel toe your right foot to the right side of your mat. Finding a lizard lunge. Breathe in. Exhale, half split. In your lizard, flex your right toes high. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, lizard. This time, pause. Left palm comes down, right fingers reach up towards the sky. Twisted, half split. Notice where you feel this, maybe in the right IT band, the side of your right leg. Flexing the right toes. And then we lift the back knee, finding a half split, or finding, what is this? Wide-legged fold facing the right side of the room. Find a halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. This time bend into your right knee. You can find a half skandasana, or maybe let your hips dip down nice and deep into the right hip. Palms connect to your heart. And then we glide towards the left. Half split on the left knee. Why do I want to say half split? Skandasana on the left knee towards the front of your mat. One more time towards the right. And then one more time gliding your weight towards the left. Just noticing that shift. Frame off your left foot. Breathe in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg reaches up towards the sky. Exhale, right knee taps the back of the left. Shiva, down dog. Inhale, lift up. All right, Shiva, down dog. Pause. And then we straighten the right leg, land the right toes to the left side of your mat. Wild thing. Push your hips up. Right fingers go up towards the sky. Breathe in. Exhale, right palm comes down, drawing your right knee towards your left elbow, fallen star. Right palm plants, left fingers reach high. Inhale. Stay in your fallen star. Slide your right toes in front of your left in a side plank. Breathe in. And then keep your right edge of the foot down. Can you step your left foot forward? And then your right foot forward. And then your left knee comes in, stepping your left foot to the top of your mat, half moon. Left fingers stay planted, right fingers reach up towards the sky. Breathe in. Exhale, bending into your left knee, warrior two, facing the front of the room, your left foot forward. Flip your left palm reverse. Side body stretch. Exhale. Triangle pose, we straighten our legs and then lean forward until your left fingers come down to a block, your shin or maybe the ground. Right fingers reach up towards the sky. Right palm comes down. Maybe bend your knee, maybe keep your legs straight. Left fingers up towards the sky. Revolved pyramid. Inhale. Now we bend into the left knee, sliding your right shin down, finding our way into a half baby Hanuman. Left fingers come to the center of your mat, behind your left hip, finding this camel variation. Reach your right fingers up and over. Exhale, come down. Other side, what is the difference here as we plant the right fingers down? Lift up. Push your hips forward. Exhale, come down. One more time towards the left. Left fingers come down. Lift your hips. Find your rhythm. Exhale, come down. One more time towards the right. Lift up. Exhale, come down. Framing off your hips. Finding a baby pyramid pose. Melt your heart over your thighs. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, keep your right foot where it is, finding a standing split, so pointing your left toes high towards the sky. Breathe in. Now you're welcome to stay here. You want to play with a little bit of handstand hops. We're going to plant our palms and then find some buoyancy in our right knee. So I know handstand hops sound scary, and I don't think I've ever done this on my channel, but the urge came to me, so let's try it. So plant your palms, gentle bend in your elbows. So we're finding some buoyancy as we come onto the right toes, gentle kick up, and then come down. So using the momentum of your left leg as you kick it high, and this pushing away from the ground. It takes courage to push away from the ground and push your finger pads into the ground. So maybe this is just the first time you're trying this, and maybe you come off by an inch. All I want you to focus on is pressing away from the ground and using that as that practice, that initial practice. And then wherever you're at, we'll land in a forward fold at the top of our mat. Find a halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Soften. Bend your knees, push through your feet. Roll your way up. Same thing we did at the beginning of our practice. Squeeze your shoulders, squeeze your face. Fists in your palms. And exhale, soften and land into this clean slate of your body, of this moment. If we could just pretend that all that we can sense are our feet on the ground, and just this open and receptive energy to everything that is right now. Reach your arms up towards the sky, breathe in. Exhale, melt your heart down, fold. Halfway lift. Plant your palms, step back into a downward facing dog. Left leg reaches high, three-legged dog. Exhale, finding your Shiva down dog. Left knee taps the back of the right. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, Shiva down dog. Pause. Keep your palms and your finger pads engaged. Straighten your left leg and land your left toes. The right back corner of your mat. Finding your wild thing. Reach your left fingers up and over. Breathe in. And then land your left palm down, keeping a clean integrity in these shapes. Left knee towards your right elbow. Fallen star, landing onto the edge of your left foot. Right fingers up and over. Breathe. Push your hips high. Then slide your left foot in front of your right. Side plank. Inhale. Left foot stays where it is. Step your right foot in front of your left. And then left foot in front of your right. Going off of the mat and getting playful with it. No rules here. Step your right foot down to the top of your mat, half moon. Right fingers to the edge of your foot, left palm. Right fingers to the edge of your foot, left fingers high towards the sky. And then stepping your left toes back with a lightness, give yourself a moment to arrive. Looking at your fingertips. Flip your right palm, reverse warrior. Exhale, triangle pose, reaching forward. Right fingers to the inside of your right foot, left fingers high. All right, left fingers trade places with your right. Come onto the ball of your left foot as you reach your right fingers high. Revolved pyramid, inhale. And then we bend into our right knee. Slide your left knee down. Baby Hanuman, right fingers tent behind your right hip. Push your hips forward, trying to keep everything square facing forward. Exhale, come down. Cleanliness as we move. Grace. Push your hips forward. Other side, left fingers back, right fingers back. Exhale, come down. One more time towards the right. Push, lift, open. Exhale, come down. One more time towards the left. Tendency for the left knee to go outwards. Can you keep it facing forward? And then exhale, come down. Breathe in. Framing off your feet. Heart down, baby pyramid pose. Halfway lift. Exhale, soften. Halfway lift, left foot stays planted. Kick your right toes high towards the sky, drawing your heart as close as you can towards your left foot. So you're welcome to stay here, maybe playing with our balance by drawing our palms and wrapping our hands around our ankle. Or you can play with those handstand hops again. So bending into the left knee, not tenting, but pushing through your palms and your finger pads. And then we'll use just a little intuitive, playful hop as we press away from the ground, trying to stack our shoulders over our wrists. And maybe you get a little bit of hang time, maybe none at all. And that's a part of the process as we play. So take one more breath. However this is looking or feeling. And then we'll all land in my forward fold in the same place. Soften your heart down. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Okay, one last little bit of standing here. Bend into your knees. Push into your feet. Roll your way up like a worm. I want you to fully embody the energy of a worm. Come up. Roll your shoulder blades back. Look up towards the sky as you tilt your tailbone back. And then melt your heart back down. Let's go again. Bend into the knees. Dangling lifeless arms as you roll high. Push your heart open. Tailbone back. Neck. Face looks up. Soften down. Twice more, just going into your own rhythm. Letting go of the cues and just kind of asking yourself how you can find a snake-like spine. All right, the next time you roll high, reach your arms up towards the sky. Exhale, palms connect to your heart. Rise up onto your toes. With control, keeping your knees forward, come into a lifted chair. And then slowly we make our way into a toe stand. Hips land on top of our heels. Breathe in. Can you do this without hands? Taking a gentle seat down, drawing the soles of your feet together and opening your knees like a book. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, melt your heart down. Over your feet, butterfly pose. Not forcing yourself to go farther than you need. Where can you get that edgy sensation that still feels good in a lot of ways? Inhale, slowly rise up. Crisscross applesauce, reach your arms up towards the sky, lengthen, fingertips alive. And then exhale, twisting towards the right. Left palm to your right knee, gaze over your shoulder. A gentle pressure into your right knee. Left palm comes behind our hip, so similar to that half camel variation. Can you keep your legs crisscrossed as you reach your right fingers up and over? And then exhale, come down with your hips, nice and gently, arms high. Exhale, right palm comes towards your left knee, gaze over your shoulder. Push your heart forward. And then with control, twisting towards the right, your right palm comes behind your right hip, keeping your legs crisscrossed, left fingers up and over. Breathe in. And then exhale, gently soften your hips down. Palms come to your knees. And just land for this last time. I love the word marinate because it just implies that we're soaking in whatever is there. And we're embracing whatever is there. We're making peace with whatever is there. And just the energy we created in our movement, how can we soak in that? The flow we found in our breath, and the movements that were connected to them, and the postures, the shapes our body went into in our body. Soaking it in. That's all we gotta do right now. Hearing the sounds around you, as subtle they may be. Noticing the natural pace of your breath, the natural quality of it as it moves into you, as it is naturally being breathed into you. And then any sensations of touch, maybe your clothes, maybe the air around you, maybe a gentle breeze, maybe the air in your nostrils. And just taking in the details of this moment, just for now. And we'll draw our palms together, your thumbs touching the center of your chest, sealing in this practice with a final integrating breath. Inhale through your lower belly. Fill up to your crown. Exhale, let it go. Just for the sake of rhythm, let's do another one. Inhale, breathe in. Open your chest, open your energy. Exhale, let it go. Giving yourself a gentle bow. Thank you guys for making it all the way through and for joining me for this practice. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Feel free to share anything that is on your heart or any feedback. Sending you so much love from my heart to yours. Namaste.